Hey, Live, Learn, Grow, checking in with you. I have not put a video in this group in a long time. Well, what seems like a long time, but either way, how's it going? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm pumped up, motivated, and encouraged because I want to just share with you these little, droplets, these little things that are flowing into my spirit right now. And the biggest one is to remember that what seems like a dark place is only a place for you to grow. It is a season of being planted. When you are planted, that dark space seems like death, and it's not. It's a place where all the nutrients can go into your root system. The root system is being developed more and more and more, and everything that is inside of you is protected by that coating, right, that is surrounding you as the seed. So we have to be able to see ourselves sometimes as the seed that is planted in the soil. A lot of times we look at what we do in life, and every place that we go, we look at it as though we are the farmers and we're the ones throwing out the seeds, and we're the ones tilling, and we're the ones doing the weeding, and we are, and in a lot of ways we are, but at the same time we are also the seed, right? And when we're the seed, that's when it seems like a dark place, because we're not the one who has planted us in that space, right? We're not the farmer when we're the seed. So the stuff is happening to us and around us, and that space can feel scary, right? It can feel very daunting to the point where you think it's a death. It can be discouraging. But in fact, if we switch our view and we look at it as a space that we are supposed to be in, we are in a season, and during this time, we are to be investing or somebody pouring into us, or something, right, that we're being encouraged by and that we're building, we're growing. It's growth. It's a growth process. When the seed is in the soil, it's growing. It's retaining and getting everything that it needs in order to grow deep roots, go down deep, so when those roots get to where they're supposed to be, then that coating that surrounds it is released, and the new life within can sprout up, right, and come up above ground now, and come up for air, and begin to take on the new life that it is intended to live. And from that space, you will begin to see fruit, and then more fruit, right? And when you produce fruit, fruit contains more seed. You got it. So you are now on the opposite end of it, right? And so you can then feel like a farmer, because now it's a different season. And that's how our life works. It's in cycles, it's in seasons, and the more we get in tune with those seasons, the easier it is to go through the spaces that feel dark, to go through the storms. And a storm, when you know you're a seed, a storm is a great thing, because a storm is adding to your process. It's watering you, right? Storms do nothing to seeds but help them to grow, and that's what happens, right? So I'm thanking God right now for the dark places. I'm thanking Him for what is a storm, but that storm is watering me, which is growing me, which is going to make me that much stronger, which is actually, I'm going to look at it like, it's actually a way to propel growth when it storms versus just a little sprinkle, right? Let it storm. And just like the eagles use the storms to propel themselves and coast on top of it to the next highest post, I'm going to do the same thing. And I hope that you do the same thing. So be encouraged. Stay lifted up. If you're in that season, or maybe you're coming out of it, be grateful for it, because the more broken we are, the more, God can use us in places, right? The more pieces of us, the stronger we really are, because each piece can be used in a different way. Period, right? It's about growth. That's what this is about. Live, learn, grow. Making the choice to live. If you continue to learn everything in every aspect of your life, health, in your mental, spiritual, right, your emotional, invest and learn in those areas. If you do that, you will continue to grow. And that's what it's all about, is growth. If we're growing, we're not stagnant and we're not dying. We're moving on to the next space. So be encouraged. Let's keep pressing forward wherever you are in your journey. If you need to hit reset, if you want to jump into one of my private groups where I do more of like the recipes, helping with just motivation for fitness, all of that is just a little more intense than what we do in this group. If you want to, inbox me. If you want to do some training, inbox me. These things are available just in case you didn't know. I'm back on it, back in it. All right, live, learn, grow.